welcome to day 24 of Vlogmas. I can't believe we've actually made it. I actually thought I would probably quit, especially when I was not very well, and I thought maybe I should just stop now and, you know, call it a day. I'm really pleased I carried on. I've had really good fun just thinking of different things to show you and showing you what my life is like behind the scenes, and I hope you guys have got some sort of value out of it, even if it's just knowing that none of us are perfect and that we're all just trying our best and muddling through this old life. So I have finished as much of the garland that I think I can make. I haven't done the pine cones, and I haven't done the whip stitch around the envelopes, but actually they look okay without the actual whip stitch bit. I may at some point go back and finish that off, but for now they are good enough. So I'm trying not to be a perfectionist with this one. It is what it is, and it's what I've managed to make in 23 and a bit days, so hopefully it'll all work out well. So the next thing to do is to make the rope and apply all the bits to it and then hang it over the mantelpiece. Right, better get busy. So that was fun. I would recommend, if you can, have somebody else with you. I found the folding in half bit and keeping it taut and trying to get it off the hook just blah blah. So I think I ended up with a few extra little nobules, twists, whatever you want to call them, than I should have, but that's me trying to do everything on my own. So go on, focus there, camera, do it for me. Come on, I really want you to see this. So there's the twisted rope, and I've tied my little loops on for hanging. The end's there, and it's supposed to measure from the end of each of those knots at the end of the loops. Should measure 1 meter, and I am 1 meter 4 centimeters, so it said approximately 1 meter, so I'm quite happy with that. That wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, although I don't think I've ever done that before. That was quite fun. Does hurt your wrist because you're constantly twisting, but I think that's probably easier than doing a plait, and I think it looks nicer as well, so I'm quite pleased with that. Right, next. Right, so I have made the clusters. They're going to go along the garland, sorry. So there's one big one, and then each of these is duplicated. So now I just need to sew them together. I still don't like sewing. See you at the end. So I have all the different pieces now sewn together, other than the berries, which I might use the back centre sew on. I've sewn in all the ends. This one is the centre piece, so it's bigger than all the others. But I noticed when I was holding it up, they're getting a little bit floppy, so I am going to spray starch them, just so that they don't curl with the heat of the fire. So that seems like a really good job to do just before lunch, and then they'll have time to dry. Here we go. Right, I'm off for lunch. So I'm on the final leg now. Everything's made. I just need to now find the centre point and start assembling and sewing it on. So almost ready to put it in situ on the fireplace. I reckon I've probably got another hour's work here just to get that bit done and get all the sewing on. And then it'll be the big reveal. Ooh! It's finished! Yes! So I just need to now go and put it up on the mantelpiece and job done. So not too bad, it's nearly 4:30. So hopefully it'll be up and I can get this video out on time. We'll have to see. But before the big reveal, today's advent calendar, last of the big ones. Feels a little bit fabric-y. What will it be? Look. Oh wow! Oh, that's a fabulous last present. It's Karen's crochet bag. Awesome! I love the fact that she's personalised everything. What a really, really lovely thing to do. Oh, that is lovely. I'm actually quite touched by that. What a great Christmas present. Lovely straps. Really nicely made. Good size bag. Well, I think I should use this one to carry my garland downstairs. Ready for the big reveal. Fabulous. You can get it over your arm. There you go. Lovely. Oh, I'm really chuffed with that. Oh. Well, that was Unicorn Puffs and Rainbows Advent Calendar. Highly recommend it. If she does one next year, look out for it. Also recommend Mrs. G Makes and her Stitch Marker Advent Calendar if she does one next year. But in the meantime, the Stitch Marker Club, where I showed you the 2 stitch markers the other day that came as the December membership package, definitely worth getting if you're looking to upgrade your stitch markers. If you're still using little plastic ones that split, not worth the money. Go and get some decent nice ones that are nice and pretty and just make the day a bit nicer. Right, so that's it. Vlogmas day 24 is over. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's been, I didn't think I was going to get through it all. I thought that maybe that day when I was poorly, then I wouldn't do it, but I think I said all that earlier. I'm really chuffed to have got to the end. I'm really exhausted now. It'll be weird not recording myself tomorrow. I have enjoyed it so much. I'm thinking about doing a monthly vlog of just various things that I get up to within Conquer Crochet and in my life as well. There's lots of projects going on in the house. Obviously we've only been here 3 months, so there's lots of things that we need to do, and might be nice for you just to sort of be along on some of that journey. So I think I might do a monthly vlog, as well as still doing all my stitch tutorials and book reviews and just various things all linked in with your crochet journey. So thank you for joining me. I've really appreciated having you on this journey. All remains for me to say is Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy hugging!